Welcome to Business That Speaks. I'm Kelsey Downs, and this is a podcast about why your business matters and how challenges shape you. Let's get into our conversation now. Today's conversation is sponsored by The Purpose Formula by Dr. Jessica Rimmer. This is a book that provides clarity and resources, as well as a full framework to someone who is looking for purpose in their life. If you've been searching for more meaning in your life, this is the book for you. One of the things I love most about this book is that it's not just inspirational, it actually gives you practical tools and a framework to go off of when you finish it. Throughout the book, Dr. Rimmer helps you uncover clues that already exist. The three things that are already present in your life are your design, your disappointments, and your desires. She helps you uncover your purpose by looking at those three different clues in your life. Purpose is something you do not have to endlessly chase. It is something you can uncover. Let me read you a quote from Jessica, the author, after she worked this framework in her own life. She says, "After working through this process myself, I actually changed the focus of my business and restructured my service offerings. Since then, I've experienced more joy, clarity, energy, focus, and yes, even greater financial success. I now describe my purpose as helping connect people to tools and resources for more meaningful lives. And honestly, I feel like I'm just getting started." If you are craving direction and not just inspiration, The Purpose Formula by Dr. Jessica Rimmer is the book for you. You can get it on Amazon or even find a link in the description. The Purpose Formula talks about your design, your desires, and your disappointments. That's exactly what today's conversation is on Business That Speaks. Let's tune in now. Welcome back. Today, we are interviewing one of my favorite people for a really long time. She was actually my best friend in 6th grade, so we go way back. And we also did cheer 12th grade year on the Bethany Bronchos cheer squad.
Yep.
So this is Emma Battle, and I'm actually interviewing her today because she was in my initial videos that I posted on social media in 2019. Before the world changed with the pandemic. Yeah. And I interviewed her influencer account, which was Imagine This. And now she has kind of had a career shift and is in a completely different place, which of course, like it's been 7 years. We're all in a lot of different places.
Yeah.
So welcome, Emma. I'm so excited to be chatting with you today. How are you today?
I am doing so good. Thank you for having me. I am very nervous, but very excited because yes, like Kelsey said, we go so far back. It's hard to even remember like a time period without a lot of memories with you, including careers and starting our own businesses and whatnot.
Yes. Yeah, seriously. We went out and did the entrepreneur thing together right around the same time, I believe.
Yeah. Very
so
close.
when did you start doing influencer stuff? Like, let's go way back to UCO.
Probably at the height, I would have said it was really 2016, 17, and 18.
Okay.
And further into 2019. I think my career shift was really probably in 2020.
Yeah.
When I moved into hair.
Yeah, because you went to hair school in 2020.
Yeah, I started in January of 2020. Right when the world was getting creepy, that is when I decided to do something different. Don't do that. If you hear rumblings of a pandemic, don't try to change your career. Just stick to what you know.
Don't recommend.
But I'm really glad it worked out. So yeah, I started school in January of 2020, and then the world shut down in March.
Yeah, what did that look like being in school? And
we shut down in March for the tentative, at the time, I think it was 6 weeks. So we were like, okay, no biggie. We won't be collecting any hours from those time periods, which sets you back further in your education.
With like a graduation timeline?
Yeah, with the graduation date. Because if you went to Cosmo or barber school, you know it's based on hours. So you start your countdown at 1,500 and go from there. So you can finish in 9 months if you're full-time, but not when there's a pandemic.
So it delayed your graduation?
It delayed my graduation, I would say a good 2 months.
Yeah.
But it happened.
Yeah. How did you know you wanted to go into hair from being an influencer?
So Being an influencer is such a loaded hobby. I call it a hobby because I never really made like great money from it. I did love doing it though. And I had side jobs before I went into hair, and I actually worked at a hair salon. I think in my heart, I've always known I wanted to do hair. I wanted to do hair in high school, but shout out to my parents for making me stay the course and go to college.
And really stay the course.
And really, really stayed the course.
That was a journey.
It sure was. School has never been my strong suit. But lucky for me, I have a college degree and a barbering degree.
She did it,
Claps
guys.
here, claps here. All that to say, I think I've always wanted to do it. I love makeup. I love hair. I've always loved creating something. And I think in my mind, I just didn't know what I was going to create.
Yeah.
I wanted to make a product or something. Little did I know it would be a hair salon.
Yeah.
And that kind of just leads me to where I'm at today.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense being someone who's seen you from 6th grade on, and your creativity and your fashion and everything. I mean, the first time I saw you in 6th grade, I remember we were in Mr. Griffiths' math class, and I was like, this girl's clothes are just so good.
Shout out Wet Seal, sequin tank top.
It was like Wet Seal and Charlotte Russe.
Oh, yeah. That was where I was at.
Yes. And I just remember being like, she knows how to put together an outfit. I don't know how to do that. And I was this like awkward little 6th grader with snaggle teeth. And Emma and I became friends. I don't know how that happened, but it did.
I think it was a combination of our ADHD put together, made it heightened. So we were just so much alike.
Yeah. Would crawl across the floor in math to go to your desk.
Yeah, we were bad.
Bad kids. Yes.
Yeah.
Very bad at math as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes sense when I look back on your history and knowing you for, almost 20 years. I'm like, yeah, she would for sure go into something creative. If it's not designing clothes or, doing some type of personal styling, interior design or makeup design, any of that, like hair, it did make sense. And you're very relational. You're very easy to talk to. And so when you have someone in your chair every day and you need to make them feel comfortable and confident, you do such a good job of that. So that makes a lot of sense with what I've seen over the last 20 years.
That's very sweet. Thank you. I think also the term influencer is so different now. I think even in hair, there is influencing. I think being like a content creator or influencer shifting to doing hair was pretty effortless in the way that they can be blended so well.
Yeah.
I think hairstylists just naturally, like you said, have a creative side that makes it pretty easy to stick in the creative realm somehow, some way. And I think nowadays people just want to see everything. So you just don't even have to have a niche anymore. If you were wanting to stick to doing both, I think it would blend pretty effortlessly.
Yeah.
If you have the time.
Because it's more about like who you are as a person and what your entire life entails versus I only buy these clothes and wear these clothes. And that was kind of how it was though back then. It
was all about the sale. It wasn't, and I think to some degree, some influencers are still that way, but nowadays it really is about your whole life. Like what you're doing day to day and what your whole day looks like, as opposed to like try-ons, hauls, links. I think it's just different now.
Yeah, it has. It has changed a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so you went to school, you graduated, and then what was your plan like when you were graduating? Was it like, I just need to kind of figure out how I feel about being in a salon. I need to get experience. I'm going to start my own salon. Like what, kind of tell me about where your mind was at with that.
After school, I knew I needed to start making money. I was like relatively old to go to hair school compared to a lot of younger, I don't want to say kids, that's not the right word, younger adults. I was 26 graduating or starting. So I was 27 by the time I was done. I mean, I hadn't had a career or anything for over a year, and I was thinking I'm broke. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the older you get, the harder it is to not be making money. So the assistant route of being an assistant to a senior stylist just wasn't an option for me. Although it is such a great option for so many, I couldn't do it. So I just knew I needed to go to booth rent and sink or
Start getting
swim,
paid.
essentially.
Yeah.
Lucky for me, the school I went to, they really let me just have free reign. I got to do a lot of hair in school, which was a huge blessing because I got out feeling overly prepared.
Yeah.
And I think if that wasn't the case, I should have assisted, but I had so much hands-on experience, I just didn't feel like I needed it at the time.
Yeah. You did so much hair. I mean,
So
I
much
remember
hair.
going and getting my hair done by you, and
At
my
the
family,
school?
and yeah,
Yeah.
I totally,
Yeah. Whoa.
I totally remember that because I was pregnant with Esther and crazy times.
So crazy.
No, and that makes sense. And when you were married at the time, obviously, still are,
Yeah.
but
At the time.
I was like at the time, I was meaning like you were supported financially by Chris.
Yeah, we were working on one income.
Right. But it's like at some point, like, let's make some money
Correct.
and we need to like get
Correct.
going here. And so I think that's also kind of your personality. You're like, I'm just going to jump in the deep end and I'll figure it out because
and I
always
wanted
do.
the freedom.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted the freedom. I wanted to be done with school. Like I said, I was more grown up than some of the kids, people at school. So I was really sick of just like feeling tied down. So yeah, I just jumped in. I went full booth rent. Commission just wasn't going to be for me, although it works so great for some people. The salon started at.
What is commission?
Commission means the salon takes a split of a percentage of what service you provide. So just it's not complicated, but I mean, if you're comfortable sharing, and I think some commission salons work at levels. So like the further up you get more of a percentage and the salon gets less.
Oh, okay.
Or some you just start out 60-40.
So it's just a business model. Yeah.
Yep.
Difference. Okay.
Yeah.
So you were looking for a salon with booth rent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And booth rent means you control pretty much everything, your own hours, your own products, everything behind the chair is yours. You simply are being housed by the salon.
Okay.
So you pay per week and you get to work your own schedule. At least that's the salons I've been in.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So then you found a spot.
Yeah.
And then how long were you there before you started your own business?
I started at Hair & Co. in 2021. Such a huge impact on my career. I think that's really where I discovered who I was as a stylist. For reference, the salon at some points had 32 hairstylists.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was big.
Yeah, that's huge.
And there was just a huge buzz. And it really was infectious and so impactful at that point in my career. I just knew like this is what I want forever. I just didn't know where it was going to go.
Yeah.
But I would say, that being there is what spurred me on to open a salon.
Yeah.
I think I saw what can be created, and I think we wanted the same thing for ourselves on our own.
Yeah. And I think I remember, because I also saw you at Hair & Co. I remember you mentioning how important it was to invest in like the trainings, and you're like, any opportunity I have to be in the salon and learn from someone else that they're bringing in, I'm going to be there and I'm going to get better and better and better for my clients. And I watched that slowly happen because it's not like a one and done thing where you learn something on a Saturday and you're now implementing it perfectly 3 days later. But 6 months later, 12 months later, keeping up with those things, I remember I was like, man, that's really cool that you've always had a growth mindset. And I think the buzz of Hair & Co. was like, oh, I could do this.
Totally.
And I want to grow. And I feel like I'm even being called up to do this because I can do more than just, have booth rent.
Totally.
And I think some people are called into that and some people aren't. And that's okay.
100%. And I say this all the time. Hair is what you make it. It can be as big or as small as you scaled as you want. I mean, you can work so hard, hustle every day, 24/7, pumping out content and clients, or you can just stick to smaller scale clients. Like there's no right or wrong.
Yeah.
What works for you. And that's the beauty of your own business.
Yeah.
And choosing that path.
Yeah. Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So Why does your business matter to you?
Oh, I was thinking about this question. And I think hair in general blends two really difficult things to put together, which is professional and personal.
Mm-hmm.
And does it do a good job? Sometimes, yes. Sometimes, no. But I think the beauty in it is that you get to be professional and personal and know so many people that you wouldn't know outside of doing their hair. And I think that's so awesome. And genuine relationships outside of the salon. I mean, I've made those too.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a really great thing to have a community in hair that I just don't feel like exists a lot of other places. And normally business models don't do well doing professional and personal, but somehow this one just does. And the people matter and the technique matters and the career has changed so much. Hair is not the same as it was 10 years ago. And I'm so proud of it now. I think it is taken more seriously. And I think that preserving that is really important based on like your business models and how you present yourself to your clients and your stylists if you own a salon.
Yeah, absolutely. How did you decide, which she has a business partner, her name's Kristen.
Yes.
And how did you guys decide if you guys were going to do booth rent or commission? Was it like, we've always just done booth rent?
Yeah, that's just what we knew.
Okay.
I think Kristen was at one point more open to commission than I was.
Okay.
I was really shut off from the idea just because my tendencies are not micromanaging and I don't do well.
And they would need more of that structure.
Correct.
Because if they don't make money, you don't make money.
Yeah. And I just don't do well with that.
Yeah.
And I think that would just bring a lot of stress into a business model that neither of us signed a business agreement to do.
Yeah.
And I was so down to try. We did try and it failed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. That's why I was curious if you, I didn't even ask like if you did booth or commission, but you tried commission.
With one stylist.
Okay.
And it was to no fault of her own. Both Kristen and I realized it's not going to work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And we ourselves are too busy behind the chair to deal with it.
Yeah.
So I think if we were in a different place at the salon and we had like a full-time manager that could help, fine.
Or if you guys weren't working full-time doing hair.
Correct.
But I do see like that would need so much support, so much structure, so much training, so much encouragement.
Yeah. And we don't want to be the people who just talk it up.
Yeah.
And then we just are a huge letdown because that's what I feel like inevitably can happen because it sounds so great and it sounds like we can do it, but then we've just totally taken on more than we can handle.
Yeah.
And I did feel like that in that moment. I just felt like this is going to fail and we're wasting too much money and time.
Yeah.
To continue. So it's always good to try.
Yeah. And it's, that's how you learn.
And just being supportive of like your business partner. I knew Kristen really wanted to do it and I wanted to extend the offer.
Yeah.
And she knew it too. And sometimes it just takes realizing it's not going to work. And I'm glad we did it. You know, we tried.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's really, really interesting. And I've never had that perspective because I haven't had a business partner. So yeah, tell me kind of about when you guys decided to do it. You're obviously probably needing to get a loan, find a space. Like, what were some of the most exciting and then most stressful times of pre-opening?
Most stressful, opening. Just getting permits, working with the city, not knowing what needed to be fixed, and money just is flying away. I mean, when you open a business, you know, in the last couple days, it feels like you spend all of your money at that point. How we got money, we actually got a small business loan. And we got it through a smaller bank and it went so well. We could not figure out how we were going to get money. We could not decide between each of us personally getting out a loan and sticking to having it. With this small business loan, gosh, I'm trying to remember. There's so many details to it. It's so forgiving for small business owners that, one, we can go into the debt together, which felt the most fair to both of us. And it felt the most fair that neither one of us are contributing anything outside of the business. Does that make sense? Like none of our personal funds are paying for everything.
So that hopefully you can keep the personal feelings.
Correct.
Because if you get your personal money involved, then you start getting your personal feelings involved. Yes. And
there were times, obviously, with this, money just brings a lot of stress, as everyone knows. And like counting down when we both wanted to do this, I don't think either of us were prepared with like $20,000.
No.
We both should have been.
I don't know that I've ever heard of a business owner being prepared with, or they wouldn't do it. Like,
right.
Because they would realize like, this is not.
Yeah. And we're a little impulsive. So when we wanted to start the salon, we were like, let's open tomorrow.
Surely we can build it out overnight.
We can rent something quick.
Just put a chair in a building.
Yeah. Being naive is a gift.
Yeah. No, it really
in
is.
some moments.
It is.
But I mean, yeah, the money side was made easy when we finally got our loan.
Yeah. Because then you could find the building, build it out.
Yes.
Buy the supplies you needed.
I think we got ahead of ourselves by finding a lot of things. By finding a lot of things before we had money. Mm-hmm. And that was a huge problem. We both now to this day are like, why would we even look before we had money in our account? So yeah, I would say that was more difficult than we thought, but we got approved and we started so small and we're so thankful we didn't take out like $500,000.
Yeah.
Because it feels manageable.
Yeah.
Now, almost 2.5 years in.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 2.5 years.
And finding the space, I mean, that's also hard too. Looking at commercial is such a different ball game than like real estate, regular real estate. We wanted a good location, so really just had to drive around.
Yeah.
And find the area we wanted and see if there were spaces available.
Yeah.
And the complex, what it looks like matters, all of that.
Parking.
You're
going to have a lot of people coming in and out. Yeah. So how many stylists do you currently have on?
We have 11.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many total chairs do you have?
18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Which even like thinking about 18 stylists being in there right now stresses me. Because we functioned at no more than 14 at a time. And at 14, it feels full. Do I want 18? For sure.
Yeah.
Like it would be so fun and it feels so busy and exciting.
Yeah. The buzz.
But thinking about it, I'm like, how would there be that many people in there?
How would that happen?
I mean, it can happen, but it just seems crazy.
We're built for it, but
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So
well, we'll see. If you have to let me know.
Apply to work with us.
Yeah.
Link in our Instagram bio at Salon89.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. We are hiring booth rent stylists.
Yeah. And we haven't even said your business name the entire time.
Salon89.
Yep. Up on Memorial.
3549 West Memorial Road.
There she goes. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. So kind of to go into more of the heart of it and how it's shaped you as a business owner, as a person. I mean, you're a mom and a wife also. What have been some of the challenges that have molded you into who you are today?
The biggest challenge, I think, what I've come to realize about myself in general and as a leader is control is so hard. And not being able to understand why people do things that they do and not take that personally is so difficult. Especially knowing I don't own these stylists. I don't own, I mean, nothing, I can't control anything besides myself, I think is the hardest part. And a constant work in progress for sure.
Yeah.
And throughout learning, I don't know if you all do Enneagrams, but learning yourself through your Enneagram really has been really helpful on a professional level.
Yeah.
I really love knowing why people do things. And when I don't, it really frustrates me.
What's your Enneagram number?
I am a 7, wing 8.
Okay. So you have that direct side of you too.
Yeah.
How interesting.
Which I think makes a lot of sense.
It does. Yeah.
But I don't like the heavy stuff. So I love to have fun.
You do.
Until I don't.
And then it gets serious.
And then I'm like, yeah, all business.
And then you become an 8. And you get
but
really
then
direct.
I'm like, ugh, this sucks. I want to be fun again.
Why are we not having fun? I don't want to have this serious
Constant
conversation.
fun. But I think every leader struggles with that.
Yeah.
I think there's beauty in that, and acknowledging that is a huge refinement anyway. And I think also an aha moment of you're just never going to understand why people do what they do.
Yeah. In the past, where have you seen that go poorly? Like, do you have any stories that come up where you're like, oh my gosh.
Why people leave, why people move on.
And then how you responded, I guess, because you obviously don't have control over what someone does.
Well, and I think we both have been so gracious, and we know that people move on and move salons. It can happen so fast.
Yeah.
And we're obviously sad more than anything, but want understanding. And when there isn't, it feels so conflicting because you're like, well, you were happy here.
You said you were.
Why? You told me that.
You smiled every day.
That's like my inner side wanting a reason when there really just might not be one.
Yeah, or it's just not something you're going to ever find out.
Or if Chris and I both feel like we had a really successful interview with the stylist and then she works somewhere else, that hurts too for literally no reason. I met her one time. But I'm like, I felt like you loved us.
Do you not like me?
I felt like you truly loved us to death.
Do you not think I'm cute?
Yeah, do you not love this place? It's gorgeous. But that, and you wish that you could just be like, why? And I say why, like in the most not personal way. My personality just wants to know.
Yeah, you just want more information.
So I can fix it. I'm like, how do you have an exit interview with someone who didn't choose to work with you? Why didn't you work here? Can we ask?
And
that's like the deeper side.
The email back, no, this is not a thing.
They're like, you're weird and super creepy. Please delete my number.
Well, and also knowing like, even if someone were to give you that feedback.
Yeah, it probably would hurt.
Well, and some of it isn't something you need to take. Some of it maybe would be. Yeah. I mean, obviously, if like there was.
Some of it could be nothing.
Exactly.
Just like
not a good fit.
Correct.
Yeah. And there's not always reason or explaining.
And that's a huge struggle.
Done. Yeah.
It just is.
Yeah.
The eternal like why. It's always going to be there.
Do you feel like you let it go easier now? Because I know the like inner spiral that we go into when we're trying to like figure something out because you're trying to solve a problem that you really can't solve.
Right.
And so have you been able to?
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah.
I think having a business partner that balances is so everything. Kristen is not. She can just let it roll right off. And I'm more the opposite.
Yeah.
But not in a bad way, just of a more concern of where could we improve.
Yeah.
And that she can just be like, well, they just weren't a fit.
Yeah.
Or they just want to move on. And sometimes it just is that simple. They just want to move on.
And then she can just let it go.
And she can do that.
And move on.
Amazing.
That's
amazing
incredible.
talent. Could not relate.
Yeah, I cannot relate either.
But that's why I have her.
Spiraling queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be very challenging. We have no control over people, and especially when you're working, like your clients are people and then your employees are people.
Yeah.
And your business partner is a person and your husband's a person. Like you're dealing with so many relationships. Yeah. How do you navigate talking to people all day at work and then going home and like talking to your husband and talking to your child, and like that's a lot of stimulation.
It's a lot of talking. Yeah. Some days feel easier than others.
Fair.
And I think really it doesn't always feel that hard. My clients, guys, are so great. It feels light.
Yeah.
Most days always feel light. Some days don't. And I think that's the nature of hair. Sometimes you and a client just don't vibe. And that does make it feel tough.
Yeah.
And like it brings you down a little. Navigating it, I don't think I even have that down. I mean, it's just
fair.
TBD.
Right.
I think realizing I'm the only one who can control my energy. I heard something really good the other day. I'm going to share it.
Please.
You should be the thermostat of the room, not the thermometer. So you're not reacting to the environment. You set the tone. And that has really changed how I act at home. I can be happy and even and everything's good.
Yeah, you can show up very steady, or
I just heard that, so I'm still working on it.
And like,
not perfect.
Can I just say we'll probably be working on that for the rest of our lives?
For sure.
But no, that totally makes sense, because if you come home and your husband's had a bad day at work, it's very easy to get sucked into like, you know, all of that negative. And it's like, no, I can actually be really steady.
I can
and
still
that's
be good.
actually better for the other person on the other side too.
Totally. And your
because
family.
they don't really want you to go into the mess with them and feel terrible too. It's more of like you can comfort and encourage and do the things you need, but you can't do that unless you're in a steady place.
Yeah.
And
I think how you balance it really, I feel like you've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
It just feels normal. I think I was born talking. Like I came out of the womb talking to someone, probably.
Does Pierce talk a lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. He has
just
to.
loves
I'm
to
his
gab.
mother.
Does he just gab in the car all day to you?
Yeah, in his own way.
Right.
Yeah. He's learning words. It's fun.
He's so cute.
So crazy. Yeah.
He is so
really, really cute.
So stinking cute. Yeah.
And he has great hair.
He
I
does.
think God bless me with that, because he knew he had to have good hair for his mother.
Oh my goodness. That's incredible.
It's fun.
Okay, so then talk to me about something you're excited for or something that's inspiring you. It can be business or personal or something you're learning, like the podcast.
Yeah, this is really fun. I love this. My business is exciting just because I feel probably more so than ever, Kristen and I both really have the same direction for where we want things to go and what we want to do to the salon.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty of how much we have saved. And I love that we feel a little bit more secure.
Yeah.
And can start doing improvements and make changes cosmetically. And that's really fun too. Yeah, I think that's my answer.
Yeah. How long do you guys want to run the business for? As long as
TBD. I don't know.
Yeah.
As long as
I'm just curious if you had that conversation. Like, yeah, I want to do this until I'm 75.
Yeah, I'm never retiring at this point. If you're self-employed, you probably
don't.
Aren't. Yeah.
I'm like, I have a retirement plan.
Such a great question. I'm gonna like ask Kristen that.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
I think we are in a 5-year lease right now, and I don't foresee us ending in 5 years.
Yeah.
It's so weird to even think about like where would I go from here, from having your own salon. It's so strange. I don't know. Probably for a little bit longer.
But right now you're doing the updates cosmetically that are needed and able to
just make it will make the salon more functional. Yeah.
What are some things you're excited about with are you guys doing trainings? Do you kind of tell me a little bit about the
we want to do some education in salon. We just want to find a stylist that would be exciting to host a class for other salons around the metro area
to come. Yeah. Very cool.
Finding the right fit, I think actually that will be determined by our girls and who they would really like most. And kind of we'll go from there. Everything we really want to do is for the girls, for the stylists. Yeah. Whatever they want is ultimately what we would like to provide.
Yeah. No, that totally makes sense.
And we do quarterly meetings. So at our next one, we'll be talking about that.
Yeah, bringing up education opportunities, what they're desiring.
What they're looking for.
Yeah. Do you feel like the values that you and Kristen have determined who comes into the salon and they usually align with values? And have you ever had someone come into the salon that didn't really and it didn't work out? Or can you kind of talk to me about that?
Yeah. I think Kristen and I both for sure know the exact overall personality we need and want in the salon. Yeah. Yes, we have had conflicting personalities for sure. Yeah. That we have let go.
Yeah. It just didn't work out.
And it's so hard. Yeah. It's so uncomfortable. I think that's the hardest, best and worst part about being a leader is having to let people go. It teaches you so much about who you are and how you handle conflict. It's interesting for sure. Yeah. You think you'll do something, but you really don't. Because it's so hard.
It is.
To fire someone. It's so hard. I mean, no one wants to do it.
No. But if it's not a good fit for them, or if it's not a good fit for you, then it's not a good fit for them. Like,
well, really the group, because one bad apple, it really will spoil.
It will.
So fast, the whole group.
Yes. Yeah. No, it absolutely will. And you yeah, you want to prioritize the people that are there and they're all vibing together. And
Totally.
so if someone's off, they're feeling that and they're not having a great experience at your salon and you want to take care of them. I mean, I feel the same way with clients and employees with my business, but I've never thought of it from the perspective of a hair salon. Like, how does that work when you have a lot of different personalities and a lot of women in one area?
Correct. Which is why we both pride ourselves on taking care of the group as a whole.
Yeah.
Not just like, we have to see the whole vision, because if you start like zooming in, it gets tricky.
Yeah.
It's so hard. You're friends with all of these girls.
I know.
It's really tricky.
I know you guys do dinners and hang out and you get to know them and you get to know their families, and it becomes personal because you're mixing professional and personal, like you said.
Yeah. There's beauty and total curses in all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's life for sure.
Totally.
Okay, so last question. What makes your salon different? Like, what are the reasons someone would choose to come and work with you guys versus a different salon? So what are like the differentiators of your brand? So
hard right now. I would say in the market in Oklahoma City, there are a lot of salons now. Yeah. So it's different than it was when we opened, for sure. Mm-hmm. I think what makes us different is just us. We use great products. A lot of other salons use great products. Mm-hmm. I think it's just who we are.
Yeah. I think it's you and Kristen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When we do our interviews, we are so honest. We don't promise anything. I can't promise you like a brand new clientele. I just can't, and I won't.
Right.
So if you want to work with us, it's just based on, do you like what you see?
Yeah.
And I think our girls, our vibe at the salon is so great and chill. And I think when they interview and tour, I hope and I think they feel that.
Yeah. Yeah.
A non-micromanaging
if that's what they're
vibe.
wanting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And if it's not, they can find a salon that's a better fit.
Because there are so many and they are all just as great.
Yeah.
I know a lot of owners of them all.
Yeah.
And they're awesome. Which
is cool. Because I think it would be very easy to get like negative towards other business owners and competition, but there really is room for everyone.
There is, if you see it that way.
Yeah.
I truly believe that. I think there's a fit for everyone.
Yeah. Okay, so then what would you say to encourage the audience that's listening right now?
To start your own business?
Either that. I mean, these are going to be leaders in the Oklahoma City area, women business leaders, entrepreneurs, nonprofit leaders.
Yeah, I think, we obviously do hair, but I've always felt like it's more than hair. And if you remember the intention behind where you work or what you're doing it for, then there will always be purpose. And I feel good about that. Yeah. I think the salon stands for more than just hair. I think we have a lot of fun together and it's a great community. And I'm going to choose to remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, I think, what I've got.
Yeah. I think the theme I've heard throughout all this conversation and knowing you for a long time is that you really desire to do the right thing and to take great care of the people around you. So
thanks.
Thank you for doing that.
Thank you. I accept that. Thank you so much.
I
feel the same about you.
Thanks. Well, thank you for being on.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you guys for listening. We will be back next week with another interview.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Business That Speaks. If there was anything that stood out in today's conversation, I would love to hear about it. Please get online and leave us a review. Follow me on Instagram, connect with me on LinkedIn, do all of the things, and we'll see you back here next time.